So did Joseph have any interest in news when you saw him in town today?
Oh, apparently Glasgow's got the plague again.
What are they doing about it?
Well, the standard, locking people in their houses if they've got it, and, not letting in any foreigners.
Not letting in any foreigners?
No, foreigners bring in the plague. That's where it comes from, is from outside.
So what are they going to do to keep it out of Edinburgh?
Well, first of all, they're not going to allow anybody in from Glasgow, that's for certain. Or anybody around Glasgow if they've got any sense.
Are they allowed to travel?
Glaswegians?
Aye.
I think if they've got a certificate of cleanness from the town council, they can go out, which is handy for the merchants over there, but most people aren't probably going to be able to go, because...
Most people don't need to go anywhere anyway, right?
No, they'll just be fleeing the plague like cowards. Stand up and face it, that's what I say.
Stand up and face the plague. Which one is it this time? Is it the scratching one?
It's the boils.
Oh, I don't like the boils.
No.
Come to think of it, Peggy was a bit pokey and itchy when I saw her today.
She was itching?
Yeah, we bet.
Well, that sounds like Peggy.
Well, yeah, maybe. But if anyone was to get the plague around here, it'd be Peggy.
It is a crime to conceal it if you've got it.
I don't know that I would want to tell anyone if I had it, though. Because then everyone starts looking at you funny and avoiding you.
Aye, that is kind of the point. And do you remember that tailor a few years back?
Which one?
The one who didn't tell anyone his wife had got it.
Oh. Didn't he get executed or something for it?
Well, they tried. They hung him up in front of his own door. Because he went to mass while she was at home sick.
Oh dear.
But the rope broke, and instead of putting him back up there, they just banished him for life.
Well, yeah, if your rope breaks, then it's got to be the will of God that you're not dead.
I mean, if his wife had it and he didn't get it, that sounds to me like the will of God right there.
Aye. You don't think the king will get it?
Oh, no, certainly not. He's got enough sense to stay away.
I heard, this was quite some time ago, down in England. Were you going to do your reading?
Oh, right, I forgot.
They had one of those outbreaks of their sweating sickness, and their King Henry went and put himself in his own. He left London, took his court with him, I think.
Oh, the whole court?
Oh, I don't know how much of it.
Well,
Enough to entertain him, because you've got to entertain Henry. Sorry.
No, if it was Henry, it'd be a fair few.
But he went and he quarantined himself for 2 months.
2 months?
2 months he stayed out of politics. Well, I don't know if he stayed out of politics, but 2 months he was hiding away. Now, granted, it worked for him because he didn't get sick, but he was hiding away.
Well,
I have opinions about that.
Considering the sweating sickness took his brother.
Ugh, so what do we do to stay safe from a plague?
Well, stay away from Glasgow, that's first thing.
Oh, aye. And kick out any
foreigners.
vagrants.
Only foreign vagrants.
Washing your face. Gotta keep washing your face.
Face, hands.
Aye.
Make sure your clothes stay clean.
Well, yeah, I do that regularly.
Not buying any imported clothing.
They have any cleaners down in Glasgow?
I think they've got a few city cleaners on retainer at this point. I hope they've got enough. So I don't want any of Edinburgh's cleaners going over there.
What do they do, really? I know what they are, but what do they do?
They just, once a house has been cleared of the plague, they go in and they, make sure everything is, cleansed nicely to keep the plague out so the house is safe for the new owners.
Right, but what's their definition of cleansed?
They do the proper washing materials and houses and walls and things, salt and sunlight and scrubbing.
So no burning that?
Not the whole house, that'd be a waste.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
But they burn all the clothes.
They burn all the clothes. Clothes are expensive.
Aye, they are. But, if you buy locally, it's a lot more economical. Thank you.
Alright, well, I'll be saying my prayers extra hard tonight
That's a good idea.
so that no plague comes near us.
Good night, my love.
Good night, dear.